All right, we've got 300 seconds to run to Strut E. That's where we currently are, and we will be meeting up with Fatman, the self-proclaimed Emperor of Explosives or something. I think that's what he calls himself. Something like that. I feel like at one point in here there's Claymore. Yeah, I was going to say. Score one for memory. All right, Strut E is to the right. Get your neck snapped. I'll be moving along.
Who's there?
Idiot fell for the dead body trick. Life is so much easier with the M9.
Who's there?
I will read that as soon as I am done running. But it looks like an impressive list. I can't remember if I disarmed these. And I didn't. Oh, son of a bitch.
It's the end. I need help.
I think I can still trigger. Whoop. Oh. Go. Like I said, I was thinking we could have just we could just brute force our way through that alert. Thanks to the boss fight that's up here. Better than to try and shoot my way through that, I think. All right, before we start this, I'm going to make my own sandwich roll. I love sesame seeds. And here, the only sesame seed buns are like the 4 to 5 bit sandwich buns. So I'm going to make my own foot-long sesame seed bun, sliced in half and toast inside, mortadella, prosciutto, at least 3 different types of dried salami, Swiss and Gouda cheese, lettuce, tomato, salt, pepper, pickles, olive oil, vinegar, and oregano, homemade garlic mayo. That sounds like a damn good sandwich to me. But it is you who will enjoy it. Sounds like a lot of effort, but hey, you know what? If you're celebrating a new job, then I suppose it deserves an equally as impressive sandwich. All right, should we try and stun? Go big or go home. I agree. And welcome, Atomic. Good to see you. Lots of effort, but the only way to properly spend a first pay while being 1,300 euro in debt. Hey. Still allowed to celebrate. All right, where's the bomb here? All right, let me check the area real quick since we have so much time. Once we disarm that, it will start the boss fight up, but I don't know if there's any rations or other items that we need to get. Nothing under there. All right, I guess not. And I don't believe we can pre-place claymores either. Not shaft grenade. Coolant.
So you're the one. You're right on time, I see. I like a punctual man.
Is he Dead Cell?
I am Fatman. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer, and the most. Can you hear it? Hear this rhythm? It's the rhythm of time and life. Don't you love this sound? I used to hang around department store clock counters. Life is short. Bombs tell the time with every moment of their existence, and nothing else announces its own end with such a fanfare. Glad you could make it. The party's about to start. Yum. Good year. Let's drink to Stillman, shall we?
If you destroy the big shell, you'll never collect your ransom.
Ransom? What are you talking about?
$30 billion in cash.
So that's what's going on, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less what they plan to do. My ambitions are much more simple. To be the most famous bomber of them all.
You're nuts. No one's gonna give a damn about you.
Oh, yes, they will. I'll go down in history as the man who beat Peter Stillman. That's the only reason I assisted them.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your number.
What did you say?
You have nothing of his courage. Or... What are you laughing at?
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
6 months ago. The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Call it what you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. Set me free, you know. Open the way to a new dimension. So that I can become the emperor among Detonation Devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an artist! That is why I dislike boorish military types. It's time to start the party. This is how it works. I plant a bomb, and it'll explode soon after that. If you prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move!
I feel like this is the same guy as the shopkeep from RE4. I don't know, he's a little more active. Alright, easy bomb location. We just gotta stay ahead of it. Nice, he hit the claymore. All over. Jeez. I only had 10 seconds for that one. What do you mean killing Fatman? I'm just doing it to knock him over. Oops, I'm not holding R1 hard enough. As long as you stay ahead of that. You know what, let's ration here. I didn't even... Not the box. Sensor A, please. Must have been jamming all those Vlad tapes to get it so late. You know, I actually did listen to that quite a lot this last week. You'll never catch him without the wheels. He's too smooth. He takes so many hits. Nice aim. Oh, hey. Look at him. Look at those spins. I had to send it to Gucci in case he missed it, because yeah, I put it on more times than I can count. Yeah, absolutely. For anybody who's interested in the music we're talking about, it was posted in the music channel in the Discord. 4 bombs? That's way too many bombs, sir. Oh, there's one.
What are you doing there? Hello?
What? Excuse me? I've never had him stop like that. Oh, yeah. Or feel free to link the Bandcamp thing, too. I believe I have links open. He almost looks like he could be in Hellraiser. Let's just go ahead and disarm that. I think I can get it from the ground. Yeah. Shit. There it is. This one might be close. Shut up.
Where'd you go? 20 seconds, and it goes boom.
Laughing like a maniac over here.
I'm calling you.
I should just go into first person to shoot him. Or not. Fucking turbo speed. I think he's like 3 hits on like normal or easy. for him to go down like that. Come on. There we go. Why? I did not ask for more bombs. That punch actually connected. What's your game underneath? All right. Actually, I think I can just shoot him, right? We'll just ignore that he's right inside of us. We'll ignore that last little interaction. Also, why are we looking at the sky for no reason?
My suit. Oh no. I've nothing to wear to the party.
The party's over for you.
That's what you think.
What do you mean? What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands. These delicate hands can craft works of art.
Answer me, what the hell is this?
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place.
Huh?
No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you plant it? Where is it?
Somewhere in this area. Don't worry, it's very close by.
Where is it?
Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead.
Damn!
Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big show with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb!
That's your problem. This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend. Too bad you won't be around to see the movies. Laugh and grow fat.
This is why you don't bring roller skates to a gun bomb fight. I don't know. He was moving pretty well, I must say. Like, tactically, I think he was doing pretty good. At the end there, like, I don't remember him being that fast. I don't know. Maybe it's just time or whatever. It's just a big suit. He's not even fat. What a fraud. Where do you else? Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to hold all those bombs. So a fun little thing here. For those that have their audio up decently, you can, one, there's his cologne, and two, the fact you can literally hear beeping when you're up close to him. Now, where did he have that bomb, do we wonder? Must have had it in his prison wallet.
Good work, Raiden. Looks like all the bombs are neutralized. One of their main leverages is now gone. That leaves...
Colonel, Fatman didn't seem to know about the ransom demands.
Intentionally kept in the dark, I'd say. He seemed to be coming from a very different place from the other terrorists.
Did you know Fatman was the inspiration for the Heath Ledger Joker?
Included, are still in danger. Keep your mind
You know, you could
focused on
probably tell
protecting
somebody
them.
that, and they might believe
What
you.
are my orders?
Rescue the president.
We have no idea
I know.
where
Depends
he
on how
is.
young they are.
You haven't been in the Central Core yet. I suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
Do you want to know how I got this fat?
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like
I mean,
was
he's
out
got a
cold for
similar,
while.
like, I think he's
How'd
got a
you
bad
manage to stay
upbringing
alive?
story,
Had
too.
a little help
If I'm
from a
remembering
friend.
correctly.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fatman, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-Strut.
What about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the Central Core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the president and the other hostages?
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now, but I don't see their Harrier. It's out somewhere.
We better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
Also, why is he... Oh, wait, because I technically didn't kill him. Never mind. We non-lethaled him. What's the gearhead's name? Nokato?
You passed with flying colors.
Identify yourself.
Natakan.
I'm like you. I have no name.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like. But come, let's get out of the open. Follow me.
So much jazz in the background.
Are you with Foxhound too?
Neither enemy nor friend. Just a messenger from the Lali Lulelo.
The what?
This is safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
All right. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including the relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom? Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames, currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's security detail, Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe. Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
The hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall. In the Shell 1 core, you'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect and amplify. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core. Take this. This security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the core and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the core section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here. I suggest you hurry. They have a nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Why did they have to bring the football along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here to begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up? But why? For what?
For Metal Gear that is housed here.
Metal Gear?
The very same.
And now you're gonna tell me it's in an underground maintenance base.
Infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
Better outgames the rest.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for?
Batman?
Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it, Raiden. I'll have the Metal Gear rumor looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
So you believe that ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Understood.
Right. Can you just hand me the sword for like 10 minutes? Promise. I won't, won't be long with it. I don't think that would work though, unless if I'm remembering correctly. Go to sleep. Fuck. Nope. You're not calling anyone. Oh. Time to leave. Shit. Shit. Maybe some silver, even, for the vampire dude. I think we need to go to strut F again for the AK. I can't remember if I got all the claymores or not. All I got was this stupid costume. Not even a complete costume either. Whoa.
There's somebody there.
Fuck. Fuck.
What's going on? Respond. Communications with Strut F have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
We're just gonna hide in here for a minute.
The situation is normal. All clear.
Although they're just asleep, so nobody was ever alerted. Yeah, they had just that little bit of extra vision. You know, thinking back to Fatman, it was even more impressive that he was rollerblading, drinking wine, and arming bombs all at the same time. I only have a level 2 card. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't Metal Gear Solid 1. I mean, we've got ourselves an assault rifle, just the wrong one. You weren't supposed to find that. Maybe it's downstairs after all. Oh. No. M9. Why am I? Oh my gosh. The R1 button on my controller is a little fiddly.
Why are you late with your status report? What's going on? Respond. Communications with Strut F have ceased. Carry out an
It's not worth it.
investigation immediately.
The situation is normal. All clear.
Everything's fine. All normal.
It's the enemy. I need help.
What? Oh, he saw me from upstairs.
Don't allow the enemy to escape.
Wait. See you later, suckers.
Clear. Clear.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on their way to Strut F. Intensify the level of security.
Unless it's in, like, the back room? I shouldn't have done that.
Who's this? Send reinforcements.
So close. This is all my own impatience. Kick them all awake. Alright, we've got an AKS-7 for you, so we can disguise ourselves with our stupid costume. And we should be smooth sailing on the way to the Shell 1 core. Hopefully, anyway. Oops.
There's somebody there.
Alright, so we need to go back to the EF connecting bridge.
All personnel, return to your stations.
Then we can really find out if there's wait. There's 2 mines left. I should probably run. Shit.
No. No! Jack, please answer me! Jack!
There's no, there was nowhere to hide there. I guess I should have thrown a shaft before I did that. They're relentless with the ciphers.
Who is that? It's the enemy. I need help.
Got a minute, Jack?
Rose?
I found some information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the grave site,
And the body?
exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake,
Solid Snake really is dead.
So the head
Who'da
of the
thought?
terrorist group must be...
an imposter.
Right.
You sound disappointed.
I guess. I guess I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the flesh.
I get you, but it looks like he's not behind this incident.
Raiden, the president needs you, I think. Disguise yourself as enemy personnel and
Think?
infiltrate the core section. Your priority is to contact Agent Ames.
Can live without an arm or two. Just a flesh wound. Alright, so there's a couple key things here. We can't bump into anyone. And then no, like, crouching or cartwheels or anything like that. Just gonna inconspicuously open up all these lockers. I think climbing also might get you into trouble as well. M9 sorely needed that. It's the stylish way to close those. Let's do that. If you bump into an enemy soldier, your costume just comes off for whatever reason. Alright, basement 2. Let's make sure we have no chance of bumping into people. What was that guy looking at?
Venus in Cancer.
I got a trophy. Honestly, I didn't even know that the HD collection had trophies. Where is he going? He's doing laps. Do I have a magazine to throw? Actually, wait. I want this other guy to...
Oh. Yeah, baby.
This'll work. Wow, the trophy's actually called to catch a predator? That's messed up. So diligent. All right. Let's quit messing around down here before I actually do get exposed. You know, I don't know if the double button, elevator button press trick works here. I can't remember.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
All right, so basically we have to knock one of them out, I believe. I don't think we can kill them. Could be wrong on that. So they have their like lounge staff area. That's how you close doors. Trying to think what's the easiest way to get him. Maybe this is just the guy. Who could have possibly done that? Nope. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Nope, that's also not what I wanted to do.
There's someone else here. Send backup ASAP.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll probably get found out, though. Oh, they're serious this time. Oh, we're stunning myself. There you go.
Stop.
Knifed.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. I'm sending additional men to B1 and the Show 1 core. Heighten security.
There's no way this works, right? I should have left him.
It's him. Everyone, stay on guard.
Understood. I'm sending additional men to B1 and the Show 1 core. Heighten security in the crew lounge.
I really thought they were just gonna kill me.
Acknowledged. Backup unit. Hurry to B1 and the Show 1 core. Defend the retinal scanner.
I think I have to wait for the alert to completely clear before doing this. There was one guy we didn't get. Just kill me already, damn it. Otherwise, I'm dumping my entire magazine of M4 ammo into it. Wait, let's take the ration off to make sure we die.
Right, what's wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
Tactical espionage action, this is not right now. It's because Raiden wouldn't hold his grip. Like, we should be able to just grab this guy as he goes past. Come on, go up there and stop. It's that simple.
Pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
It can be that simple. I didn't press the square button hard enough the first time through.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him. Once you recognize Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him. If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may get suspicious and come running instead. Security could get tighter, too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious. If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call in the reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room. The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise and look for Ames while deflecting the enemy's suspicion.
So
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Aim's position changes on certain difficulties. I'm pretty sure that's him right there to begin with. We have to wait for this guard to stop looking. Let's see if there's any other
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the
other
Shell
stuff we
1
need to
core.
grab here. Thermal goggles. Those are very missable. Bandages are less important here. Alright, I think that was everything worth getting in here.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Alright, so if I push the left side of my R1 button, that's where it's not very sensitive, or it's inconsistent, like that. Good to know. Just want to talk to Ames, man. Could probably do it now. Let's try now.
You're Ames, aren't you?
There's our man. Give him the D. Mike.
You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see. Take this thing off me, will you?
Totally disguised with his gloves.
I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service?
No, I was set in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety. Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor. The core of Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages?
Hmm?
A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data.
The president's own vital signs, heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure, and so on, are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything? The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait. Here comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
I know what we're going to go listen to. It's not going to be that conversation.
King.
So you can do this as you're supposed to.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble.
Or you can aim it over here.
You're just to get hit with a bowel attack. What luck? Oh. This one's worse than that one up in Alaska. Come to think of it, that commander chick really reminds me of someone. Who is she like again? Oh yeah, she's like her. Now that's a time I'd like to forget. Ridiculous that I had to get jacked for everything that was on me. When I think about it, that's when everything started to hit the skids. It's a shame. Up to that point, I was steady cruising on the elite course. Oh, here we go again. Oh. Still, that Russian crew is a pretty decent bunch. The president's escort guys get on my nerves, though. Oh, whatever. For now, just gotta hang in there. Oh, there's no paper.
They're a band of lunatics to begin with. Nothing they do should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes, the man in the sneaking suit.
You know more about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago, so it must be the Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
What about the President?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
I'm having the matter looked into.
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due? When you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
Stop this infighting. I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go.
Just casually standing here with the directional microphone like an idiot.
It's happening again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge.
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman. There's something going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
And that's impossible. Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke, but it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer. Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan, pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline. Search my pocket. Hurry! It's a security card. You'll be able to unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2.
Search
Take
my
care
front
of the
pocket,
president
right in.
before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK. He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
If I have to.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the President was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You.
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali Lule Lo.
Is that so? What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot.
You? Which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself. We meet at last. Hold your fire! We need the hostages alive!
Hurry, get away!
But you died!
Leave this to me.
Oh shit.
Colonel, Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the President is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either. I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the President right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the President as soon as possible.
But the President is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the President. There's something else going on here, and the President may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the President before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the President for now.
All right.
So determined to not protect the President. Nighty night. Should have maybe waited out the caution. Oh wait, we're in permanent caution. This way. What? Did he really just take out binoculars inside?
It's the enemy. I need help.
That's not the right way. So diligent. The guy with the riot shield didn't even come at me. He went to wake up the guy, the first guy I put asleep, or put to sleep, I should say. And we shot out the that camera first when we came in. Oh, nice! They rebuilt the bridge for us. We don't need to go to Strut F, but we can. Hold on, had to take that guy with my M9 sniper. Still the caution status up, so we'll wait through that and then we'll go into Strut F. I can't remember what is in here though, in terms of weapons. I think might be the PSG one. Memory's a little fuzzy on that portion of things. But I know there was at least one level 3 door that we couldn't get into. Alright, so it's the guy who's upstairs that... I think that has the radio.
Nothing here.
Grenade launcher. I think that's only... I mean, obviously, it blows things up, but there's one boss stuff that it's good for that I can immediately think of. The rest is kind of just... It's fun to have. You already disarmed this, so good there. PSG-1 and the PSG-1 tranquilizer version. All right, maybe my memory's not so bad after all. Go to sleep. All right, I don't think there's anything else that we need to get up here. The bottom floor didn't have any level 3 doors that I can immediately think of. Guy's already in caution mode. I wonder why. Or maybe he's just part of the posse that was in that mode from me being in the Shell 1 core. Wow, 6 views, nice. Might not join a lot, but I'll never forget my favorite streamer. You know what? I appreciate that you say that. Brewer, always a pleasure to have you. And for anyone else, no obligation to ever, join. Understand that it's, just a... Uh-oh. Let's just duck out of here real quick. But either way, Brewer, hope you're doing well. Wherever life is currently taking you. There. That's probably the easiest method there. Level 5 door, and... Okay. Can't do anything here yet. No one's the wiser. Can I hit this guy? Oh, wait. Oh, I know what we can do here. Let's see if I don't screw it up. Alright, ready? Or is this guy going to the top floor? That's important. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Don't just ignore the cardboard box. If you get the timing right, you can get through that entire bridge. I'm having a little trouble leading shots. And we didn't hit the guy who's giving status reports, so that's wonderful. Uh-oh. Oh, nobody here. Nobody here. Nobody here at all. All that semtex just for me?
Raiden, can you hear me?
Pliskin, where have you been?
Checking around. I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
We have a lead on the president's location.
Where is he?
Shell 2 core, the first floor.
I'm cut off from the core where I am. It's a mess here.
All right, I'm on my way to Shell 2 right now.
There are IR sensors in place on the connecting bridge between Shells 1 and 2. If you break the beams, the semtex will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot the semtex.
What do the control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
I shot one earlier. It's interesting that the one with the flashing green light.
And that must be the control unit.
All right, so we've got a little, I wouldn't even call it a sniping challenge here. It's just more of a reason to use the sniper. I think it is, yeah, circle and X, zoom in and out. And we have Tasman, of course. Boom there. Whoop. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, there's I think there's an Easter egg in this area. I can't remember if it's this one or another connecting bridge. We'll try it out once we look that way. Oh yeah, also that. Oh, come on. There you go. All right, which ones did we miss? Oh, straight ahead. Would really suck is if we happen to be at a time where our Pentasman ran out. Maybe it's not this one, but I swear there was I thought there was a flag that you could manipulate by using one of the analog sticks. Maybe I'm just imagining that. There is I believe there is another sensor behind this. Get out of here, flag. I think just gotta come over here. There, we got it. And then one more. Nope, not all of them. Our scavenger hunt is not yet complete. Which one are we missing? Got the two in front. Got the one over there. We got the one on the cipher unit. Ah, there we go. There we are. Gosh. All right, make sure I'm really pressing all the buttons very hard so I don't screw this up. Still not the last one. They really make you work for it on hard. Those are all the ones that I remember, personally. You can take a look with our scope or the PSG one, which I guess could do that. So we got that one, got that one. I don't think there was one off in the distance like that. Unless we somehow didn't get the one behind the flag, but I'm almost certain that we did. Must be in one of the seagulls. Let's just double check. Yeah, it looks busted to me. That's actually the fun part about playing through this on hard, is because, you know, I remember most of this on normal, but hard brings in just a couple different variations on enemy placements, number of guards, and things of that nature. Yeah. Is there one inside that door? I actually do not remember where this last one is. Maybe it's in between on the bottom or something like that. Let's try that. So we can't go up on our toes while we're sniping, at least. Like, all this stuff back here is not yet really, well, strut H is not like drawn in fully, so I don't think it would be that far. Let's call Pliskin. Oops. See what not Salad Snake has for us.
Don't try to shoot out control units with the handgun when the distance is too great. The weapon doesn't have that kind of range. Use the sniper rifle. Use the PSG-1 to take out those control units.
Thank you for the insight, Pliskin. Really appreciate that.
If some pipe or a storage tank gets between you and...
There will always be a clear shot. I was gonna say, was there one on the storage tank or... Oop, turn. It's gonna be painfully obvious, isn't it? I want to say, I feel like it's like going to be on the bottom of like the strut, or it's way off in the distance. I can't remember, but I thought that the one on the Cypher robot was the farthest one. I mean, I realize that the Cypher is green. And if we shoot the I think if we shoot the Cypher as well, it sets off everything. So I don't want to lose all that progress. Just double checking here. I'm really kind of stumped. Let's see what Colonel's got for us.
Right, and what you see there is a booby trap consisting of an
absolutely
infrared
nothing
sensor and Semtex. The Semtex will detonate if the IR beam from the sensor is disturbed. Whatever you do, don't touch the IR beam. But there's no way to get through there without crossing the beam. Neutralize all the control units for the IR sensor. Those control units and the distance are...
the requirement for the PSG one is like.
Infrared is usually invisible to the naked eye. There should, however,
I
be a
mean,
way
technically,
to make
you
it
could
visible.
probably shoot these all
You
out.
could experiment with what you have.
I want to see if it'll just tell me where it is.
The PSG-1's controls have been slightly modified.
Okay. You've clearly got nothing for me. It's time to shoot seagulls. We'll leave ourselves one Pentazoman. I think if we shoot enough birds, we get a codec call of them just yelling at us. Like, what are you? Some kind of a monster? Similar to the call that you get when you kill enough ravens in the first game. Maybe not. All right, we won't waste any more PSG-1 ammo for that. I'm very tempted to shoot the Cypher now. Without a reasonable alternative. Because I don't actually think the bottoms of the struts are like actually physics objects in this case. Like, look how poorly drawn in that ladder is, assuming that's what that's supposed to be. Low level of detail objects in the distance. Secondly, you would think that shaft grenades would also... well, let's just shoot it. Find out, huh? Okay. Curiosity is satisfied. This is just like the looking for the bomb at the bottom of strut A. They changed the placement just ever so slightly. For some reason, I thought there was another control unit behind the other tank, but I guess not. This is the Waldo of Semtexes. Or control units for Semtex, excuse me. They're not Semtex, they're control units for Semtex. Can't call Stillman anymore. Should probably just delete that.
Raiden, you didn't get all the control units. You weren't thorough enough. The control units aren't all necessarily on the Shell 2 side. Try looking around more.
Okay, so Snake was kind of...
Raiden, you haven't destroyed all the control units yet. Use the first-person view or the sniper scope to look around.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. Ah, there we go. I had a feeling in the back of my mind it was something like that. There's the last one. Just double check on the thermals. Okay, good. Thermal goggles, or not thermal goggles. Rations equipped. It's time for a little bit of a cutscene after this call.
Raiden, I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that Harrier?
It's not on the heliport here.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you cover the hostages? They're being held on level B1 in the core. Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasatka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasatka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR.
Thanks for that insight, Raiden.
Difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
Otacon?
Hey, Raiden. Nice to meet you.
Intruders! Over here!
Damn! Raiden, I'll talk to you later.
Are you shooting up the chopper?
Colonel, I need some answers from you. Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow Moses. And now this Otacon.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Snake and Otacon both became fugitives after Shadow Moses, wanted for acts of terrorism.
An anti-Metal Gear organization.
They sabotaged and destroyed countless Metal Gear units throughout the world.
And were responsible for the incident 2 years ago that necessitated the construction of the Big Shell.
Snake and his partner aren't terrorists.
Jack, why are you defending them?
I look back on what I've done here so far, and things like training and sense of duty alone won't get you through a sneaking mission like this.
Jack, are you okay?
You need something higher. I can't think of the right word, but it has to be pure will.
Happy birthday. There's no
Backed up
cake,
by-
so here's some
by
stinky
courage,
cheese.
Or ideals, or something like that.
Well, I know stinky
I'd
cheese is
stake
probably
my
near and
life
dear to
on
your
it.
heart, Craft,
The
so
solid
thank you very
snake that
much.
saved
And
Shadow
good to
Moses
see you
couldn't
as
turn into a
always.
terrorist.
Maybe that's true, but they went down with that tanker 2 years ago. We even recovered Snake's body.
And the DNA test results on the body say it's him.
Jack, I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead. He can't be here, not even as this Dr. Hal Emmerich.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
Raiden's starting to question the simulation. Man, if Stink Cheese had boobs. What you're saying is that you wouldn't be engaged to a lady at this point?
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots. Where do I know him from?
So you're the boss around here.
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake.
No! That is not Solid Snake!
What a pleasant surprise, brother.
Save it. No brother of mine.
Don't say you've forgotten me, Snake.
Snake?
Right, take cover.
Stop impersonating him. I'm a whole different game from Liquid. That the best you can do, Snake?
Did I get it?
We're in trouble. It's the Harrier. The world needs only one big boss. I'll drown you fools for interfering.
Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher. The Kasaka can't stand up to the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down.
Snake, we got company.
I'm counting on you.
So to answer your question, Kraft, I was waiting for the cutscene to be over since that's a particularly loud one. Birthday was okay. It has been okay so far. I worked. I probably, in hindsight, should have taken the day off, but worked and then tried to make some steaks for dinner. They didn't turn out the best. Well, they did after being heated for longer. Let's put it that way. I definitely undercooked them the first go around. Due to my own impatience, mostly, but we made it work. The baked potatoes turned out all right. So, and then we ended up here. I need Uber to cook my steaks. What I should have done is gave that man a ring and home cook for hire. I should have borrowed a sous vide cooker. That's what I should have done. What?
Right, catch.
Home cook for hire, work for beer. Oops. A little too slow on the uptake there. All right. Tracking. Alright, when he goes supersonic, he's going to come back and use the guns again. Look for the flash. Oh, the frames! I guess we're Sonic gated. Move, Snake. You'll take care of getting in my way, Snake. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, he almost... Thank you, Snake. Doesn't run out of ammo. Alright. Oh my god. The fakes. Probably being a little too casual with this fight.
You're tougher than I thought.
Oh.
I'll let you go out in style.
In style we are. Nope. There. Just want my health pack. Fucking zoomer. Alright, should be able to get a couple shots off here.
I'll let you go out in style.
You know, for some reason I thought if we jumped down at the last second it wouldn't hit. I was wrong. I'll admit it. A little busy, Snake. I mean, Pliskin. Does the frame rate tank that hard on the original PS2? I don't remember. I feel like it did. Aww. Almost. I think one more shot and we get him. Oh. Alright, this should be... Snake, get out of the way.
I'll let you go out in style.
The scream is amazing.
There's something coming up.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
They got my eye. Vamp, go! Ha!
Is that a ninja?
What's that? It's running on water.
No, he's just got really sticky shoes.
Raiden, you all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh.
The president's all yours.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it, 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
What responsibility?
To keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change. And that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Get real.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember?
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake. That has no bearing on your mission.
Get real. Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
We seem to have struck a chord. Also, Rose totally saves your data for a reason here, which I will probably very soon show you. Alright, sooner than I expected.
Right, come in.
Overran it just a touch.
Right.
The troll ration, which I kind of want. Not the stinger. The stinger doesn't put out fires. Alright, let's try and grab this again. Alright, so we can go two ways. We can use hanging mode to go out under this pipe, grab the ration, or we can try to do this the cool way. Which I will probably miss, but we'll try and do it the cool way.
Raiden, is something wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
We're not cool today, unfortunately. At least not on that attempt. Oh. Can't miss. All right, we'll stop messing around here. We'll
Right in.
We'll go the slow way. Maybe one more try. If I'm being smart, I would go grab the ration. What? No, climb back up, please. All right, let's try again. One last time. Oh, he did it! Nice. Very nice. Right. And our reward is an AK suppressor, which kind of useful, I guess. We can pop out cameras and stuff if we don't have any SOCOM ammo. We can go get this other ration, but it's pretty far away.
This is not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
Situation's been checked. Why did I, like, phase over to the other side? I don't understand. They must have not been able to load this entire area in memory or something. Uh-oh.
Who's that? Anything to do this, I will send additional personnel. Eliminate the target.
Gotta take down their whole corporate fleet. Oh. Should be good now.
Return to your positions. Tighten security. Understood. All units exercise extreme caution.
Oh, I think I ruined my chance for a shower here. Not the good kind either. Yeah, we're on a permanent caution here. Oh well. Because of my blunder, you've all missed Raiden getting pissed on. I'm sorry. If that's what you were here for, I'm sorry, but you're sick in the head. Oh, come on. It's not why you're here, but you're sick in the head. Fair. I'm not going to disagree. I mean, we probably all are in our own different ways. Do we need... Yeah, we have to go across that. Not before I grab these. This is we're cut off from everything else. I think we can go across this gap too. We'll be safe.
Olga, Snake, he's here. In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. Change the plan because of your personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where's Ocelot?
Not here.
I trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course. High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Raiden bacon? Sounds
Remember
good.
the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Oh, it's the president that's dozing off. I think. I don't know, there's a guard in here. Maybe? Almost can't see those cameras. Even though they have a nice mounted gun on them. I think we can get the president to move by knocking on the wall before we try and actually fire the Nikita. Question is it on B2 or did I just completely miss it? Guessing I missed it. That's just ammo. So I'd get Nikita first. Actually, let's do that. First and foremost, and then... so loud. Yeah. Alright, let's go check the second floor basement. Or first floor basement, I can't remember. Inconsiderate jerk is just standing in front of what I need to destroy. Yeah, I really don't remember where the Nikita is, but I'm pretty sure it is on this floor.
The only way to the president.
Yeah. Notice that he's no longer Pliskin, he is Snake in the codec.
Snake, do you know where I can find some remote-controlled missiles?
Remote-controlled missiles. I saw something on B1 in the core of Shell 2. But be careful. Contaminated seawater's broken out of the tanks thanks to that explosion. Most of B1 is probably flooded by now.
There we go. On the right track after all. We got our swimming tutorial.
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded.
How are we talking right now? We don't know.
Swimming isn't my strong point. It wasn't a part of the VR training either.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge
sounding awfully robotic there, Colonel.
You can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
All right. Best way to do this is to just confirm your direction like that. Is the Nikita on this side, or is it straight ahead? I want to say that it is, but... That's a big old nope. That was a frame drop. Night vision, because why not? Oh man, that looks straight down. Thing up here? Just an air pocket. Oh, that's a mine. I couldn't remember if they're here the first time you come through or the second. All good. Hey, Raiden, take this call. You might drown, but make sure you answer first. All right, got what we came for. Now we get to have fun trying to guide a missile through air ducts. And since we're on hard mode, I think this one's super convoluted. There's 2 different paths, I believe. One's more or less a straight line. The other one is just like, it's got at least 3 little twists and turns in it. All right. Maybe we need to blow something up. How about a grenade? Do we have any regular old boring grenades? We do not. Can we get you over here now? Huh? What was that? Here we go.
What is it?
You dick.
What the hell happened? Raiden!
He always runs at it. You know what? You deserve that. Come on, idiot. President is a paste eater, confirmed. I was trying to correct the rocket a little bit too much at the end. Is that right? First try. Stupid president. Should fire another one in there. I don't think there's any other really good use for the Nikita. I'm trying to think if there's any boss fight that it's good for. It's definitely nowhere near as powerful in the first game when you can use it against Sniper Wolf.
President Johnson.
Huh? So you're finally here.
You've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit, isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you... What the...
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir.
Choir Rules, we were talking about the you're sick in the head if you came here to watch the golden shower that Raiden can get specifically.
Managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes.
You're
right
about
now,
as low as it
they're
gets.
keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to
The scat
terrorism?
fetish happened.
I wanted absolute
You
power.
missed it.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control.
Or
the real
him pooping,
power is
that
in the
is.
Patriots' hands.
That is.
The Patriots?
And then having no paper,
truth
the
behind
saddest
this country.
the saddest moment in all of
I'm
existence.
not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit.
The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
My predecessor, George Sears. That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid, he was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago? Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought he resigned.
That's the story given to the general public. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Golukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal Gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all. Arsenal Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal Gear is more than just a military tool. It is a means to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes. The GW system is the Patriots' trump card. Arsenal Gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks, but Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer Heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal Gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal Gear becomes fully operational. Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Role?
You've got to
Why don't
find
you
Emma
do it?
Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal Gear. I believe she's somewhere on level B1 in the core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving. This is card 4. It'll give you access all the way to Emma's location. Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal Gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2 Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie, a biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal. Well, I've told you everything you need to know. There's only one thing that remains to be done. Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role! Pull! No! Good!
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped.
Rude Weeder with the rate of 5. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Rudy. Appreciate it. Came in at right in the middle of a double cross.
Did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
Why does he look like Bush? Well, it is 2002 when this game came out. So there's actually the timing of this game becomes important for a couple different reasons, and not just because he kind of looks somewhat like the president at the time.
The president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention.
Right, just said the last directive was he got ice cream. That would have been a much happier end, wouldn't it?
To protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1 in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
President was a terrorist?
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake.
Depends on your definition of terrorist.
He's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal gear.
And found out it's
You
Snake.
knew about Arsenal gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
He's no longer in the dark. On that, at
Am
least.
I correct in assuming you also know that the big shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal gear? Yeah, I did. It's exactly what the President and Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal gear is being built here.
Snake streaming on Twitch.
On that day.
He may as well be.
2 years ago.
That's what stylish headset. Military grade.
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR
Hey,
training of the
that was
tanker
us.
mission
We did
before.
that.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel
Fix
Galukovich
that damn
raided the ship,
webcam?
gained
Wait,
control.
you actually do have a webcam, Rudy?
We're among the raiding party.
I agree, you should fix it.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Or just get a new one.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel
You've been
Galukovich
holding out
and
on us
Marine
the whole
Commander
time.
Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
Oh, sorry, I was blocking the subtitles.
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
To the
Ocelot then
Patriots,
sank
what
the
he said.
tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine
The rest of that important sentence is important.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker.
Bought one a few months back and won't set it up.
About it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us.
I'm disappointed.
Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident,
We
Snake
all are.
became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray.
Totally recapping the entire first 2 hours of the game at this point.
They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Galukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Forget it. We're wasting time.
Yeah.
We can figure
I
this
mean,
out later. The nuclear strike's been
next Rudy's going to tell us at 100 followers he's
has
going to turn his
massively
camera
a
on.
load of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles.
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich?
My sister.
What's she doing here?
You got me.
Didn't expect you to make it
She's
here in a few short streams. Should have taken you months in 2002. I don't know if it did. It's probably playing on normal, like a damn casual at the age of 12.
Is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
100 follows his hog reveal. I mean, that's the only way to make up for it, clearly. Fall up the stairs. Either way, I didn't get the obligatory get to ask the obligatory question of what did you end up playing tonight, Rude? You're still there. Another point-and-click adventure. I was so late today that I think I went live the same time you did. Finished up Stories Untold. I love how much of a doofus this dork is. Really is. He is set up for failure, for nobody to like him.
Raiden, are you reading me? This is Otacon. What's your situation?
Wet and miserable. This place is
I'm
flooded.
swimming,
The seawater
idiot.
that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
What?
Yeah. When she was 6 years old, she almost drowned with my father in our
Episodic
swimming
horror,
pool.
huh?
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when
Or
we were
lack,
kids.
or no
In fact,
horror,
she swam
according
like
to
a fish
Kraft.
until that day when she almost drowned. When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
Yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family?
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn, if she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Well, it's still gonna take some time to repair the Kamov.
Sorry, kid. Emma's rescue is up to you.
Thanks. An underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look, I'll see what I can do.
I suggest that you drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core when I had to take out the C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the codec.
I'll do that.
Nope, just let me do my job. The horror was ending the stream. So, would not recommend is what I'm hearing. This dork's gonna fix a lifetime of trauma. Oh, this is a whole subplot, actually. That was actually fun. Who leaves mines in the water, honestly? How did those get here? Do you recommend it on sale? I will have to take a look. See, there was some real horror for about 2 seconds. That was the Peter file coming through there. For those that remember him. Oh, he is very dead. Wow, on top of a dork, the voice actor has been accused of sexual harassment. Oh yes, Quentin Flynn got in some trouble. I wasn't even gonna... Didn't even get started on that. What, you can turn using the right stick? I did not even know you could do that. Yeah, Quentin Flynn made some poor life choices. Oh god, swim up, please. Stories Untold is from Devolver. Yeah, you know what? There haven't been many Devolver games that I didn't like. Most notably, I hated Shadow Warrior 2, but that's a whole other rant that I'm not gonna get into at the moment. But yeah, most of their stuff's been really good. So if they published it, it's probably worth a look. And as for having a nice date today, it was pretty good. It was okay, you know. Could always be worse, but I still worked. Got to smooch your fiance, of course. She brought me breakfast this morning. But yeah, still had to work today, unfortunately.
Still ticking, huh?
Unfortunately, hell had no vacancies. I thought so. Human muscles are quite eloquent. They speak out clearly what a person's next move will be. They even tell me which way a gun is going to be pointed before the trigger is pulled. But your muscles, they're different. This should be fun. Well worth the wait.
I was coming?
You've become a nuisance. I can't let you interfere with Arsenal gear. The girl is just ahead. She is of no use to us now. But she served us well as the live bait for the big catch. Crazy Ivan sometimes speaks the truth.
Emma's alive?
She was some time ago, but the flooding has become quite serious. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a mermaid now.
What?
Did you really think killing the president would prevent a nuclear strike? Think again.
I didn't do it.
Arsenal is still armed with a purified hydrogen bomb.
Purified hydrogen bomb?
This is no ordinary nuclear bomb. This weapon is capable of heavy hydrogen nuclear fusion using lasers and magnetics to generate heat-insulated compression. It was a top-secret project initiated by the current president, and Solidus has no idea of its existence. The clean thermonuclear bomb is at an experimental stage and is handled differently. Specifically, it becomes launch-capable when Arsenal is activated. A nuclear threat still exists. 6 months ago, we lost everything we believed in. We were abandoned to take the fall in their cover-up. We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them from the face of the earth and destroy this world of deceit they have created along with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
Final check for activating Arsenal has been completed. All Arsenal personnel report to your stations.
Well, it sounds like Arsenal's ready to go into operation.
Damn it!
You're still hoping that the girl can install that virus you're carrying around, aren't you?
You know?
It's a shame you're not going to be around long enough to hand her the program. That isn't seawater, you know. It's a byproduct of the microbes contained in the pool. Buoyancy is practically non-existent thanks to the high oxygen content. Once you fall in, you don't come up. Take a good look at your grave. Show me what you've got.
No wonder you put a ring on that finger. Of course. I mean, although I end up bringing her coffee on most days, like when she's getting up, because she works different shifts than I do. So that is my role in life. I've just come to accept it. So all the bad guys from One are back. We're supposed to believe that enemies that Snake struggled with can be taken out by this nerd? Right. He can barely hold his own. And even with help from the real Snake. And Blighted Beef is a good band name. All right, let's get into this boss fight. Or should we try and stun it? Or should we try and put him to sleep? Try and non-lethal all the bosses for a little extra added challenge. Sounds like he's hitting a beach ball or something. Whoa. Legged him. So, fun little thing there. You can force him to come up if you fire explosives at the water. The grenade launcher also works for that as well. Get away from me, you weirdo.
Yeah.
God, the frame rate. It's not just for show. Oh. Oh, it was worth it. Fuck. Couldn't see where he's throwing the knives from. That's pretty sweet. We shot one out of the air. It's force him to surface again.
Yeah.
Do stun grenades work? Fuck. Throw the fucking glitter nade. I don't think that does anything, unfortunately. There's no electronics to disable here. Here, we'll wait till that goes. That way it doesn't take me 3 hours to get back through the menu. Nice, we hit him in the head. Actually, let's try the stun grenade right now. He's a vampire, they're already glittery.
My eyes.
My eyes! That didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah.
Trying to cartwheel back into him. Yeah. The boss music's awesome in this game. Uh-oh. Oh! You've made your points. Any bandages? There you go. Calm down with that shit anytime, bud.
I can't move.
Can't run from your shadow.
Oh wait, we need to shoot the knife. That's right. No, please no. I think he just surfaced there. Fuck. We had no more rations, unfortunately.
Jack! Jack!
I was behind him. Fuck.
My body.
My buddy. I'm fucking dead though. Gotta shoot him in the ass. Oh god. Can you stop? Oh, you. Oh god, why were you right there? Dead. I'm stuck with this until until I die, basically. There you go. I was gonna go for lethal, I'd have to
What's going on? Answer me.
I would have had to have done that the entire time. Okay. We're gonna try and do it lethal now because I'm done with this shit. Take your fucking bow. Wait, what do we want to do here? Dodge that, asshole. Should probably be using Stinger there. Come back up. Nope. Locked on. Worth it. What? Come here. Quit jumping around. Take the fucking grenade like a man. Jesus fucking Christ.
Colonel, they've apparently completed the final check procedure for arsenal gear.
Find Emma on the double. You've got to get her to install the virus program that the President gave you. When you find her, take her to the computer room on level B2 in the core of Shell 1.
Snake, did you catch all that? I didn't make it on time. Arsenal's going active.
Yeah, I heard. The hostage rescue's gonna have to wait.
I'm going after Emma.
We'll secure the computer room. Looks like we can't install the virus program without Emma.
Can't your partner do it?
I would if I could. But the security for this system is no joke. I need more time.
That's why we need her.
Understood. I'll make sure you have your family reunion.
Babysitting detail.
A lot of years have passed between EE and me.
Then you should see her, right?
I don't have the right to see her.
We can talk about this later. Raiden, I think you'd better get moving. Emma's in the locker room to the north, right?
I'm on it.
Okay, so you see, once we did it lethally, we didn't even use a single ration on it. But absolutely fuck that boss fight.
Jack, do you need to save?
Yes, I need to save, Rose. Thank you. That was an endeavor. You know what?